Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Julie. I'm just checking all the little boxes, make sure I've got everything sorted out here. I'll be right back. Yeah, you couldn't even find my desk. The stuff from last Thursday was still just piled all over everywhere. So, okay, that's working. I gotta see my, and that's sorted. Okay. Um, I had so much stuff piled, I couldn't. There was no way I was going to be able to work because I just left everything that was sitting here sitting here. I hadn't touched it since last week. So I'm just looking for some bits for our little journal page. I might try those. I don't know. They've got these. I might use this. It's kind of one of those grungy things. Let's see what else we got. Don't know. Busy, busy. Hi, Holly. Yeah, busy, busy, busy. I just haven't done much of anything. That's so pretty. Might have to use that. We got that project, and here's this project. Hi, Linda. Are you getting a lot of rain yet, Linda? My sister, I've talked to my sister. She said the rain hadn't really started where she's at. Yes, Julie, it is a stamp. Let me see. I think technically it goes this way. Let me double check. No. Hmm. Okay, so that writing is this direction, but this writing is that direction. So it's one of those multi-directional things. It is from 2017 and it's a stupendous stamp. It is 6CR005. It's raining harder now. Okay. I'm pretty sure this was a Hobby Lobby clearance purchase. And I keep it over here and I just haven't used it. And I don't know really why. I just haven't. Um, yeah, textured look. And yeah, it looks like it's got bubble wrap and all kinds of things on it. Oh, and it's got the shiny. This is because the plastic is still. It's one of those stick to your block kind of things, and I just left the plastic on it. So I'm waiting a few minutes till we see if other folks show up so I can do my little journal page. I did start a few minutes early. Hi, Janice. Yeah, it kind of looks like you had jelly plated all over. Hi, Barbara. But Linda, you guys still have power. My sis, like I said, my sister said it the last I heard from her. It hadn't really started raining. Janice is going to look and be cooking dinner. Okay, that sounds fine. Can I ask you a question first, Janice? Wasn't it you that was going to send me a little tiny comp book? Crazy cat lady. Yep. Hi, Mina. The reason I'm asking is because in my, oh, you mailed it Friday. Well, then I'll wait for it But I found in my stash, I found these two itty bitty little books. They're both from Dollar Tree. This one is this one is a pain. It's what do you call that? Disc bound, and this one is just a little like traveler's notebook. So, but if you mailed it Friday, I'll wait for it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I do like the orange paper. It's kind of pretty. So they were both from Dollar Tree, and like I said, this one has removable what do you call these? The books. The books are removable. Don't know. Hi, Sylvia. Okay, and I don't see where Sylvia came in. I missed her completely. Why is that? Oh, way up there. Hi there. Okay, Barbara's here. We can start. Okay. Signatures. Thank you, Julie. Signatures. Hi, Sharon. Let me put these back over here. Oh, out of the way. Okay, let's find a page. I have a stamp. I have some junk that was on my table. No, it's not junk. It's bits. They're bits. They're not junk. They're bits. I have this little piece of paper. Mindy's here. Hello, Mindy. Sharon, Barbara. You have that Monster Big stamp? Oh, like I said, Barbara, I think this was a clearance item at. Hi, Jennifer. I don't know that you've been in our live before, but welcome. Glad to have you. It is a stupendous stamp. It is 6CR005, and it's from 2017. So I thought maybe I'd use it today because I haven't used it. And I have these little things, so we'll see what comes of it. But if we're going to use that, we may want to use. Well, I'm glad you're here, and we're all glad you're here. I may want to use a page that it will show up on. Jennifer, every Sunday I had this little tiny itty bitty. It's a envelope journal that I made a year or so ago. I sent everybody journals, but now everybody works in one they made. It's just a junk journal, and every Sunday, pretty much, I gathered the bits that are on my table. And this is just, I mean, this is stuff I probably should have thrown away, but we will make a page with, somehow I'll make a page with bits. Somehow. I haven't decided yet, but somehow. And Linda usually plays along. Barbara plays along. I think Janice has been playing along. Anybody else who's out there playing? Sherry plays along, but she's not here yet. And then we show them off. They show them off in the Facebook group. So, I'm just trying to find something that kind of makes me happy in the way of a page. I like that. So I think that's the page we'll use. We need some wax paper. And Linda's going to work on hers. Yep, for sure. Sad face. Holly played last year. Yes, she did. But now we need some ink. Some ink. Where's the ink thing? What color ink do we want to use? I wonder what orange blossom would look like on there. Ooh, I think orange blossom is going to be. Okay. Ooh, orange blossom is a nice happy stamp pad. That much I can tell you. It seems to have lots of juice in it. Probably haven't used it very much. Hi, Lisa. Are you spinning? Okay. Okay. I think we grunchied it up pretty good. Need it. Yeah, that will do. Need to clean that in a minute. Yeah, I think it looks really good. It's nice and grungy. Of course, now we need to, I'm just going to go ahead and ink around the edge of the page before I forget, because you guys know how that happens. Oh, except that apparently my extra little doodad is gone. Oh, there it is. Way back there. It's hiding. It's hiding. And of course, now I have stuff everywhere. Yes, Barbara, I agree. It kind of looks like rust. Hi, Brenda. Yeah, I think that the stamp, the texture. I need to use that stamp more because I really like it. So, but yes, Barbara, I think it looks a lot like rust. I really, and it's showing up pretty well on this paper. Okay, what's going on? I want to edge that, so I'm gonna try this. Yeah. I just know I'll forget if I don't do this now. So I'm just going to do that now. And see what else we've come up with. And I have these 3 little pieces of paper. Excuse me just a minute. My sister's just been texting me today, guys, just to let me know how things are going up there. So I wanted to make sure that wasn't her. I don't know if I'm going to use these or not. Where's my tear ruler, I wonder? Hiding underneath these. I wish I had a color that looked like the patina that copper gets when it turns that blue-green color. That's a color I'd like to have. Ooh, I kind of am liking that. Okay, first we need that off of there. Okay, we got to ink them all anyway, so I'm just going to ink them. Patricia thought she was going to get ahead. That never happens to me. Patricia's doing the little book too. They come out a lot to be more like collages than anything, but that's what I do the most of. But I always just kind of grab up whatever little bits are on my table and go from there. I'm not sure I like that ink on there though. If I missed anybody coming in, hello. I'm glad you're here. I think what we're going to do is go around it with the black and make it stand out just a little bit. Because for some reason that is very orange on there, more so than I expected. You have to be more intentional with your collages. That's a cool way to look at it, Patricia. Okay. Yeah, I think the black makes it stand out just a little bit better. And I forgot to turn the air conditioner down. I'm going to have to probably get up and go turn that puppy down a little bit. Come on, let me ink around the edge. What happens, Patricia, if you don't think? What happens if you just let the papers tell you kind of where to put them? I'm just curious. Because the reason I say that is that hi Icy Craft, welcome, welcome. Um, because I would say that mine are more. You stare at the page, okay? Mine are kind of intuitive. They just kind of, I don't know. When I pick the piece of paper up, it kind of just gets into the spot where I want it to be. And sometimes it doesn't work out, but it usually does. I don't want to tell you it always worked out because they don't. Sometimes they're really awful little collages. But sometimes they're okay. Okay, let's see. We're going to go like that and like this. Excuse me 1 minute. Jeff, are you getting up? Could you give me a degree or two of air conditioning? I am really hot. Thank you. That's Frida. I knew I should know it. That's Frida, Sharon. Or Holly. That's, yeah. It is, Patricia. And I would be the worst nurse in record. I would definitely be the worst nurse on record ever. So we need some glue. And I hope I haven't missed anybody coming in, but if I have, I'm so glad you're all here. Okay, next is this piece. The other thing, Patricia, is the more you do it, the more it becomes part of how you think too. Oh, that's going to be upside down if I do it that way. It actually has words on it, and I think I really need to turn it over so that the words are going upwards. Yeah. More relaxed. That's a good thing, Patricia. Even if you have to think about it, is if it's fun, that's all that matters. It's supposed to be fun. Gotta get a new bobbin. Yay, Lisa's got a bobbin all filled up. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, now then. It's right in front of me. I have a piece of paper. And let's see. Wonder what color this tea rose is. Come here. No, I don't like that color. Geranium, maybe. I'll have to try it. We'll have to see. Oh, maybe. That's always the case, Barbara. Sometimes they come together and sometimes they just do not. Um, I'm very glad for that, Patricia. That is always a good thing to hear. Okay, we have these colors too, so let's see which. Let's see what iced spruce looks like. Okay, you've heard from Janet. Janet is okay, just pouring rain and flooding. No wind damage or down trees with the hurricane. Okay. Thank you, Julie, because I've been wondering. I checked in last night and I saw this morning that so far it hadn't hit yet. And Linda said it's starting to rain real hard there. My sister, when I heard from her earlier, said it hadn't really started yet. I think I kind of like that. We'll see. We're going to try it. We'll see what happens. If we don't like it, we will just change it. This was a piece of die cut that was laying on my table. Okay. Kind of like that. You covered all, I guess. I gessoed over the first journal you ever made and started decorating the pages. My style has really changed. Mine definitely has as well. Things have really changed in the way I do things, but I still have all the old ones. Sometimes it's fun to look at what I used to do. Okay, let's decide. Do we want to put a... The thing about putting one of these little stamps in the middle of that. I think she's brave too. Yep. Yeah. Make it look more, I don't know, less like a big blob by having this in the middle of it. Okay. Aren't they cute, Lisa? I got these at the, what do you call that? That garage sale. That Helen and I went to the crafters garage sale. And they have things in them I will really use, like the butterfly and the dragonfly and the bee. And they're just so cute. These are going to just kind of live on my table, I think, because they're just perfect. So that is going to go kind of right there, but I think that's where it's going to go. But now I think it needs words or a word. Hi, Rebecca. Oh, I like this. How about finders keepers? I like in my journal for... Oh, that's a really good idea, Julie. I kind of like finders keepers, so I think that's what we'll use, just for the fun of it. Well, we are doing pretty good, Rebecca. Jeff's got a sore foot, so he's not doing much today. I do too, Julie. They were... Patricia, did you send me these or did Janice send me these? I think Janice sent me these. Janice. They look like little book plates, which I thought were really cute. And so I'm just kind of leaving them on my table and just using them as... I think that's it. But I got to ink that, of course. I'm thinking I need to try to ink this. Ooh, that's not going to be easy. Thank you, Rebecca. There's just a little scraps on my table. I think we'll just maybe do a little ink on the edges. Oh yeah. How do I do it so quickly? Um, I limit the amount of stuff that was on the table. That's one thing, Julie. I mean, I had a couple more pieces here. Here, I've got a couple more things. I do have washi tape laid out. Um, if I was desperate, there's probably a few more little things over here to my left. But by limiting the number of things, I kind of have to go with it. And I took the color from this. Um, this little thing is not quite the color I wanted it, but it's close enough. It makes me happy. That's all that matters. Um, I can't tell you. I'm winging it every time. That much I'll tell you. Um, I have no idea what it's going to do when I start. And how many Sundays have I been doing this now? 52 plus probably about not quite 2 years. So probably about 75 Sundays. Hi again. Janice, did you send me these? Oh dear, Mina. Okay, Mina, hun. Go ahead and go. Amen. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure Janice sent me these. Thank you, guys. Um, Julie, one of the things I was going to say is that the other thing is that if you haven't noticed, I very, very rarely do anything that's symmetrical. And I don't worry as much about so much as one of the things, I guess what I should start with is one of the things that I look at most when I'm doing one of these little pages is balance. Okay. I don't have to fill up the whole page. Let me put this glue on and then I'll bring it in as close as I can and I'll try to explain what I'm talking about. Almost got my sentiment upside down. That is true. Finds on my desk. Finders keepers. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, let me bring you in all the way. Okay. Sometimes it's about what I'm talking about with balance. I like to leave sections open. Let me, okay, this one, I put everything in the middle. So I can't really say that, except that my words are up here and my focal point is more down here. Where this one, while I put a lot of things in the middle, I left blank space on the corners and I put things in here. Oh, yes, Janice, thank you. So while this breaks it up, it's kind of in the middle. While this breaks it up, it's kind of in the middle. But then these balance each other and the blank spaces balance each other. So that's one of the things, I guess, that it's, some people would talk about composition, and I'm not always that good with composition. What I try to do is balance it. And if it balances for me and it looks good in my eye so that it's kind of balanced, it usually makes me happy on the page. Thank you, Sylvia. August 22, 2021. And like I said, that one is unusual that I put things down the middle. And see, this one, it has two things on the corners, but this was so small and this was bigger. But if I put the words down towards the bottom, it again does that balance thing. Thank you, Lisa. Um, because I can never, the composition part never seemed to make sense to me. The getting it to visually look even though it is asymmetrical. Um, okay, this one has a large black section right there, but it has this little spot down here that grabs your eye. Um, that's one of the reasons why I like that page. So that's kind of, sometimes it just has all over stuff, you know. It's just, I won't tell you that that happens all the time. See, now this one's very symmetrical, so thank you. Okay, where did my page go? I lost it. There we go. I want to leave it open so it'll dry. Thank you all. Now I want to do an experiment. I have something I want to experiment with. Where did you go? Okay. No, let me back up a little bit. Linda, is Lauren doing okay too? How is her weather? Laurel, not Lauren. Laurel. It ends in an L. Your daughter. Let me put this up here. Okay. What this is a piece of, I keep needing to tell a picture story, and it takes a lot longer to do. But that's cool, Julie. I like that. I love when I see stories in pages. I love that. And I guess maybe I do that sometimes, just not all the time. Okay. The experiment is, this is, if you can tell, it's photo paper, right? But it is exactly the right size to use to make postcards when I do my postcards from the road kind of thing for my mom. And you can buy this stuff real cheap at thrift stores. Hi, Andrea. Real cheap. You can buy it at thrift stores. So the experiment today is, first, to see if my everyday ink pen will write on the shiny side. And secondly, to see if glue and stuff will make this stiff enough. They're having the same rainstorm, not bad there either right now. She texted us a while ago. Okay. Hi, Becky. And Linda, it does have an L on the end, right? It's Laurel. I hope so. I hope I remembered. Trying to not to float away. Oh, Becky's getting too much water too. So I wanted to see, and what I usually do when I do a postcard, I can either use my rubber stamp or this, but well, that works. But does it come off? Hello, Rhonda. So the next question is, does it wipe off? Nope. Okay, so we can just write on it with our regular pen. And like I said, this kind of paper you can a lot of times get real cheap at the thrift store. My thought was it was already cut. And I won't have to cut up cardstock. Tanya, I think that Jelly Roll pens will work too. Okay. Well, and this is, I don't know what these G2s are, but this is what I tend to use all the time, and I would call them a gel pen. So that's gonna be that was my biggest thing, was whether I was gonna have to do a separate um, kind of pen, which I don't. So now what I thought was, I'd like to see if on the back side stuff will stick to this with Mod Podge, because that's what I usually use when I do a Mod Podge collage. What do we have? What do we have? We have some images right here. You can use alcohol ink on the back of some of those papers too. Yes, you definitely can. This one has quite a definite pattern on the back of it. So that's why I was going to use the shiny side for writing on and this side for gluing on. Okay, Becky's getting a flash. Stay in place. Oh my gosh, Becky. Okay, with it. Oh. Okay. But what I usually do, guys, I usually use like brochures and that kind of thing. So I'm usually Mod Podging on it. So I thought I would just kind of use some different stuff that might be pretty and maybe just like glue on it. Don't know what I'm going to use, but oh, maybe we'll do something different. Let's do something different, something very different. Ooh, we have some fun jewelry. There we go. Let's get something. Oh, oh, she might be fun. Okay, let's see if we can do something with those. You don't think germs can tell time? Probably not. Oh. Oh. Okay. I see what you're talking about now. I thought you were talking to me. Oh, mm. Okay. Mm. Now I know what you're talking about. It makes it easier to understand. Okay. Let's see here. I don't know. We may have to give her some big sunglasses, though. I think that's definitely the case. Chats are always wonderfully random. That's true. Okay. Unfortunately, if I'm going to do this, I have to do fussy cutting because, I'll try to not make it too long. I do too, Andrea. I do too. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Some of these time pieces because, just for the fun of it. Random images. For the fun of it. Sherry. Lisa, did you get back with your bobbin? Okay, now this. Oh, okay. That's what that is. Okay. Whew. Couldn't figure that one out. Okay, I want to ask you, did we, I'm sorry because I've forgotten. Did we decide on 2? Are you coming on at 2 on Tuesday? Okay, guys, Lisa will be streaming with me Tuesday at 2, like we used to do. It is our plan to go back to Tuesdays and Thursdays as long as Lisa feels up to it and doesn't have other things that has to get done. Mom has a doctor's appointment Tuesday morning, but it will be done in plenty of time. I'm sure I'll be done in plenty of time to stream it too. It's just a regular old, yearly checkup thing. So, ooh, when you're playing with your stuff, that's the best time. And yay, 400 subscribers. That's awesome. Oh, yes. And the same on Lisa's channel on Thursday. We're going to go back to 2 o'clock. And we will be on my channel together on Tuesdays and Lisa's channel together on Thursdays at 2 p.m. Central Time. Okay. So I like this lady. I think she needs to be in this forest. So we need more flowery stuff, big flowery stuff, things to cover this whole. Because you just started streaming, didn't you, Rhonda? I'm, I. That's 8 o'clock in the evening your time. Okay. Well, that's the time we usually come on during the week. Okay, this needs to be taken off. I'm just kind of making a background. Woohoo! When she gets to 500, she's going to do a big giveaway. That sounds like fun. Okay, so then she would go on there, but I think she's going to go way over me here because, you know, she's got to have some, and maybe this was what goes down here. Oh yeah. Okay. And this one big enough to go right there? Barely. It's barely gonna fit. Barely. Okay. All right. Oh, well, I have to tell you, I don't need any lace. Lace is one of those things I seem to have a lot of. But, you know, sewing for close to 60 years, I kind of have collected. Okay, we got to squash out the brush. Okay. Oh, Holly, thank you. Yes, thumbs are greatly appreciated, guys. I just subbed Rhonda and did. Well, it's really an experiment, Rhonda, because, like I said, I wanted to see if these will work. Partially because I'm lazy, and when I go off on my trips and send off my postcards, it would be nice not to have to cut cardstock every single time. Okay, I want that up as high as it'll go. Okay. And y'all know that I don't worry really about wrinkles terrible when I do these. You know, they're going to get mistreated going through the mail some, so I kind of treat them nice, but I don't fuss if it gets a little wrinkly because it's lighter weight paper. It would have to be one of my mods that can do it, and I can't even do it from here. So if one of the mods could put Rhonda's channel link up, that would be really nice. I would greatly appreciate it. Oh, never mind, you found it. Well, but I wouldn't mind if somebody did that. Somebody that doesn't have their hands full with their little book or something. Okay, we're going to put this on here. Kind of like this. And this one is going to go up here so that that doesn't show. Okay. For some unknown reason, the Mod Podge is not sticking to the this magazine paper today, which is really interesting. I've never had it really quite beat up like that before. So there must have been something on that Birds and Blooms magazine that caused it to do that. Thank you, Lisa. Repairing old mailing graphics seems to be one of my best things. Cool, Frida. Okay. Now we got to cut it off so that I can tell where the... You know, that's the thing. That's not wanting to... We have to see if it's going to stick. Don't know if it's going to stick or not. And that's why we're... Okay. Very much messy. Normally, I would just leave it be for a little while. One of the things I will tell you is do not heat dry photo paper. It's plastic, so. Frida, you could put it in the group of files, I'm sure, if you'd like. The Facebook group has files for things like that. Okay. I'm making a mess, guys. Sorry. Experiment. Okay. My fingers are sticky. Well, Holly, if you go there, you want to make sure to check out the store that Rhonda works in, because it's a really cool store. Okay, now we're going to put her. Okay, come on. I want her over here further. Frida, it is the link is in the description box of the video, of all my videos. The Facebook link is in the description box. Okay, let's get some. Okay. Now we're going to have to put it aside until it gets dry, and then maybe I'll doodle on it a little bit. But what I really wanted to do was see first if you could write on it, which you can, and secondly, if it was going to stick and be thick enough for a postcard. So we're going to let that get dry. But see, this piece of magazine paper, can you see how it is still not allowing the Mod Podge to sit on it? It is really weird. I've never had any paper do that before. It's like beating up. Did you find it, Frida? Okay, let me put this up somewhere. I've got to put paper down. I wasn't really thinking. Come on. Okay. probably better clean those scissors. We'll find out if it works before I go this afternoon. All right. That one's kind of nasty. Okay. You found it. Okay. Make sure to answer the questions, dear, when you join. But then I'll make sure to get to it this evening. Okay. I'm going to put these images back in here so that they're out of my way. I love this lady. I have no idea where she came from, but she's kind of fun. Okay. All right. Back up, back up, back up. There we go. Okay, the next thing I want to do is work on this paper bag journal that I started Thursday. Because that's what was all over my table. And I was having to try to clean up. Trying to buy the matte photo paper instead. You can get that in 4x6. We just got a box of 100. Stuff will stick to it and you can write on it and everything. Well, Barbara, I actually got a big package for $1 the other day at the thrift store, and that was the thing. And I've got other photo paper, so I just really wanted to see. And what's not sticking is actually the Mod Podge is not sticking to the magazine page. I've never had it do that before. It's always stuck before. So and I don't know if it's going to be heavy enough. So, but I got a package of 4x6 for dirt cheap, and I probably have more around the house that I've had in the past. So I don't want to buy something that I might, have to choose. I have plenty of cardstock. I'm just being lazy. It's really what the truth of the matter is. It's pure laziness. Awesome, Frida. That'll be awesome. I'm sure the girls will love it. Okay, so these are my covery pieces right now. So that's one of the things I was doing. But I was working on the pockets. Okay, now if you guys weren't here Thursday, this happens to be a paper bag I had. It's like a wine bag. So it's deeper than a regular lunch bag. This is a regular lunch bag. And see, it's much deeper, plus it has handles. So what I did Thursday was I determined I wanted a couple of small signatures. So I've got like a little 1/2-inch spine. And then I cut the side out because I'm making this side into pockets. And then I'm going to leave the big pocket over here. So I sliced that almost all the way across. I'm going to glue that together in a few minutes. I made this piece. It tucks right here. But now I have to cut my actual pocket for this right here. Okay, Lisa. So to do that, kind of need a pencil. And then I wonder if this is going to be deep enough. Let's go in there. Don't go in that way. Getting the holes cut is the worst part. After that, it's going to go much faster, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Okay. You just have to get it down on there. So I think I will trim right here just a little bit. Just a little bit. Right here at this edge. Okay. Okay, now I have to decide, do I want to round the corners of all of my little paper pieces, or do I want to leave them square? Excuse me. I'm thinking rounded. Bye, Frida. Have a nice night. I think rounded. If I round it and I'm not happy, then I guess I'll figure it out later. Excuse me. I know. I'll cut this piece and round that one and decide then, because that will be easier. Okay, that one's already cut for the top. I have to decide where I'm going to cut it for the bottom. Okay. Now I think I want the, we're going to round it with little corners and then we'll see. What we think. Yeah, I think rounded. See, that one's square and that one's rounded. I think I want them rounded. Oh, yeah. Now we got to ink everything. Oh, yeah. Ink, 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 ink. Okay. Of course, it doesn't show up a lot because the paper's brown already, so, but it shows to me. I can see a little grunge happening. If you guys weren't watching Thursday, Dana Yates sent me a Happy Mail package, and these papers were in it. And I decided that they needed to get used right now. So, okay. When you got around to it, Tanya, it looked nice, okay? Around to it. Uh-huh. Yeah, I like the rounded edge. I really do. It fits. Okay. Uh-huh. But maybe I need to get some. I'm thinking maybe I need to get some refill on that. Oh, punny. Yes. Uh-huh. Punny, punny, punny. Yes, yes. Coffee. I don't mind her telling me puns. That's cool. I think she's right. Okay. Of course, it might have been better had I been a little more careful with my cutting of my paper bag. My top and bottom edges are not as neat as I would have liked. But we'll live, won't we? Yeah, it is going to be cute, isn't it, Mindy? I think it's going to be fun. So, now then, let's see here. We got to do all of these edges. Even though I'm going to glue part of that down. If I go ahead and get these all inked right now, then I won't have to think about it later, and it won't be so hard because the other papers won't be in my way. So I've made a few different journals with paper bags. Never one exactly like this because this paper bag happened to be a little different than a regular paper bag. So but I went to look for a paper bag, and this was one of the first ones I found. So I figured, heck, it fit the papers nicely. The papers that Dana sent me fit in it very, very nicely. So I'm kind of addicted to brown paper. Yes, that's true. I don't know about the brown ones. But our Dollar Tree has gift bags that are this size. Now, I don't, like I said, I don't know if they have plain colored ones or not, but I know they have gift bag ones. At least they have had every time that I can remember being in there for a while. So that's where I would look. I would look in the gift bag section. Of course, you could go into any liquor store and ask them what they would charge you for a bag, because I'll bet you that they have them. We actually, if Rhonda's still here, I don't know if Rhonda's here, but I actually got this bag in Branson. The receipt for what I bought was in the bag, so that's why I know I got it in Branson. Oh, you finished your page, did you? An hour and a half. Well, Barbara, that's okay. You know, you did it. That's what matters, right? Time for a snack. There you go. We're having leftovers for dinner. I told Jeff whatever he had for lunch, he gets the opposite for dinner. So, okay. That's going pretty good, but now we got to do this inside of this part. Dug through some folder flowers, and this month I used some packaged sunflowers that were. Oh, fun, Barbara. If I can grab one at my groceries for free, I asked a friend who works there. Oh, that's a good idea. I mean, the grocery store possibly has them. I don't buy wine, so that's why I was kind of surprised we had a wine bag, and then when I found the receipt, I figured out what it was for. And that's right, Sherry. Speed is not important. Speed is not important. Okay. Okay. Okay, where's the fold? There we go. I used one of the little word clusters I made in a marathon session. That's a... And going through a large print book is always a good idea. And finding little snippets of words. I haven't sat to do that, but that's one of the things I think I'll take on my trip is one large print book, because that'll give me lots of words to cut out. Okay, I think I got all of the... Oh, I didn't get that edge. Okay, I'm being lazy. Okay, we're just gonna do it. There we go. All right. We're just going to do that. Just right on the edge thing. I learned this from Jamie over at APG Jamie. You ink with your color, and then you go back and you put this little black edge on everything, and it just makes everything stand out. It's really cool. Okay, now we're going to glue up our pockets. Yay! We're going to finally glue up our pockets. Okay. Hi, Riri. Raining and cloudy for the second day. Barbara's going to make word clusters. Or are you talking to Barbara? I think that's a good idea. Okay, where do you belong? You belong right there. You belong right there. Okay. Okay, so now you remember we cut the side right here? That's because I'm going to make a pocket right here, and I didn't want all that stuff inside my pocket. And so I'm going to glue up this side right here all the way down. I'm going to glue up here so that this piece turns into this part of the pocket. I am not going to glue this right here just yet because I want to get that piece of paper laid in here. So I've got to do that, and then I've got to put that piece of paper in, and then I will glue up this part so that that part of the pocket works. So let's see here. Okay, there's that part and that part. Might need some clippies. Oh, Holly. Yep, yep. Circle punch and recycled cracker boxes. Yep. That works. Okay. Okay. Come here. Ah, I have to tell you, Helen was over here. Picola was over here the other day. She said, "I do not know how you just stick that needle in your glue bottle." I said, "It's a Zen thing. I don't look." Poor girl. I'm so mean to people. I have no idea how I could stick it in there, but I think it's years and years and years, honestly, of threading machine needles. I really and truly don't look. I just kind of stick it in there. Gotta go get that box. That just recycled one. Ah. Oh, a package of faux leaves. Ooh, cool. These, Mindy? I got well, actually Lisa sent them to me. They're from Dollar Tree. If you're talking about these, um they come, I think, 6 in a package. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, and there's another one. Okay, so and they also come 2 different sizes. The 6, they come 6 like this, and I think 2 like this. At Dollar Tree. Lisa sent me the little ones, and I found the big ones, but they seem to have them all the time now. I don't think I've been in any of the stores that didn't seem to have them. Even the smaller stores seem to have these now. I won't promise that they'll be there, but I've never seen a mini color but pink. Um, I think Lisa's big ones that she got in the tool section were red. I won't tell you that for sure, but I think hers were. Um, because but these all came from the craft section. They all had, they were all Crafter Square ones. And the little ones are really nice for this. They're not real deep. That's why I got the bigger ones. See, this bigger one has a deeper, I can get it further in on the page if I want to hold like a cluster or something together. But they're really nice when you want to pinch something, which I'm probably going to, I don't know why I picked them all up because I'm probably going to do that again. Okay, now we're going to stick this in here and stick it right on the right spot. Ha, ha, ha. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Yep, yep. That's a bad habit, Patricia. Yeah, they're really strong, Riri. I agree. They work real well to, especially because there's so many of them. Every once in a while, I don't have enough of them. I think I bought myself another package, but Where they went to in this huge mess, I don't know. Okay. Okay, great, Julie. Riri, are yours pink too? Holly wants, no, Mindy wants to know if yours are pink too. Yeah, I've only ever seen them pink, so okay. Okay, so there's that piece. Now we got to glue on this piece. We might want some clamps out. I don't know why I put them all away. Something else you need to find. There you go. Paper clips work real well too. If you got a stash of paper clips, I use for that. They don't work for everything, but I used to use my stash of paper clips to hold things together like that. Come on, what's going on with you? Okay. Okay. Now we're going to need a little more glue in there, which is okay because we're going to glue. Now I'm going to glue these little side pieces right there to glue that pocket down. So okay. Okay, so now I have my pockets made. I have a little pocket right there that goes all the way to the bottom down here. And then I have this pocket right here, which goes to about, uh-oh, did I just miss? Shoot. I boo-booed. That's a good thing I remembered now. Okay. So go on it. I was supposed to glue the bottom of this page inside before I glued that down. Let me see what I can do. Well, I guess it's going to go all the way down, guys, because I messed up. So this pocket goes all the way down to here, as does that pocket. So they both go all the way down. If I had glued it across there, but I can't get to it now because I've glued everything closed. It's just different. Hi, Deborah. Oh, well, I'm not going to worry about it. It's the way it is. It's just the way it is. That's what I get for giggling about how I put my pin in my bottle. But there is that part so far. Now we're going to do the front cover, which is this one. Okay, now we have to have a decision. I think the top half of the paper is the one I want to use. Okay. Embrace imperfection. That's right. It's not perfect. That's okay. Because you know what that means, Holly, is I can put longer tags in there. You won't tell. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Okay. The front cover, do we want to do the top half of this piece of paper or the bottom half of this piece of paper? Bottom half is pretty, but I think it's the top half. And this is the back side, back here. Top. Okay, Patricia says top, so that's what it's going to be. I want a little bit of whatever that is, and then I think we're going to trim off just a slight hair over there. Where did I put my mark? There it is. Let's see if that's enough. Okay, how big is this piece? Touch over 5 1/4. Oh yeah, that's cute. Yep, that's cute. Okay. Corner. Oh, we got to ink some more again. Okay. Sylvia, I do too. Dana Yates sent it to me, and I think she told me it was a Hobby Lobby paper pad. Lisa, do you remember what Dana said, where that she said she had gotten this? She sent some to Lisa and some to me in Happy Mail packages, and it was just such a pretty combination of papers that I decided I had to make something with it right now. So it's not super heavy cardstock, but yet it is not paperweight. So it works really well for this kind of project. I will probably back some of the leftover pieces to make some tags and things. I think she said Hobby Lobby. Yes, I do too. Barbara, I think that's what I think she said. And this is part of it. It was it all came out of the same paper pad, I think she said. Okay. And it's kind of vintagey and kind of craft-like, so it's got a real fun color combination to it. And the red isn't red. It's more of a plum or it's almost a purple red, which is really a pretty color. So it's pink, but it's not. It's red, but it's not. Okay. Victorian. That's a better word, actually, Holly. Much better word. Victorian. Yes. And it might have been something like Victorian Rose or something like that she said it was. And Holly says it definitely was Hobby Lobby. So, see, kind of remembered. All right, let's see here. That's going to go on there. We got thingies ready. Yep. You know, I could use double-sided tape to do this too. I guess I'm just lazy and didn't want to get it out. Okay. I will tell you with art glitter glue though, once you stick it, I mean, you don't move it around much. Simply because it just doesn't let you pick it up. Okay. Just on the other side of the ocean. Yep, that's true, Sylvia. Mm-hmm. And I imagine shipping from Hobby Lobby would be unbelievably expensive. But I'll bet you Graphic 45 or some of the others have something similar. Joann's, Michaels, and Dollar Tree all. Yep. Uh-huh. I have to go to those places when I go off on trips too. Not very often do I go shopping, but on a trip. But if I'm going to be where I can, I like to go to them just to see what the differences are. Okay, I think we about got the outside done. Okay. Okay, now we need an inside back piece right here. Um, but I want to check on my postcard, so I'm going to put that aside for a minute and pick it up, see where it's at, what it's doing. Oh yeah, I think this is going to work. I think they would make good postcards. When it gets completely dry, I'll doodle on it or something. It's not really thick, but it's pretty, it's when it dries, it's going to be sturdy enough. And a lot of the brochure paper is a little heavier than magazine paper. So, thrift store photo paper to use like cardstock. Yes. The puppies are up from their nap. Have to go. Okay, bye-bye, Rhonda. That's not quite dry, so we'll let it get finished, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do to her because, I think she needs some doodling. Okay, so let's see what's next. Okay, I'm going to put the chairs back here because I really like the chairs. And I think they need to be used too. Besides, this is about having a rest in your day, is to make a cute little journal to, write. Yeah. Okay. I really like the weight that's coming out too. The book, it's got a nice weight to it. Okay, where did I put my mark? There it is. Okay. You noticed how much I measured, right? I'm liking it more and more, Sherry. The more I play with it, the more I like it. So it's, and this has the most wonderful, okay, yeah, you can see there's like embossing to make it shiny on there. So see, part of the chair, like the wooden part is embossed, but yet the fabric or the wicker of the chair is not embossed, which is really cool. Okay, did I get that too big still? Yeah, it's still, that piece must have been a touch wider. It's a little too wide right here. I need to cut it down a little bit. Okay. Why is that thing going off? It's just having a happy time, I guess. Kaiser Craft are cutting out the craft from their shops. Wow. Okay, let's get this put in here. Oh yeah, perfect, perfect, perfect. She's in Canada, Sylvia. Is that someplace close to you, Julie? Okay, we need ink. That was just kind of in my way. I don't know why. It was just in my way trying to get this inked. Okay. I will tell you one thing, that if it weren't for the fact that I'm going to have signatures in here, I wouldn't like these two pieces of paper together. Just so you know. But the signatures will divide it. I mean, I like these two. They kind of go, but these two don't. I'd have picked a different one. But the signatures will divide it, and it'll be okay, that because it'll be all right with for me. It's just this one is just enough darker than that one that it just, doesn't. I kind of like that sound. If Andrea was still here, she'd glue ASMR. Is that right? ASMR glue. Yes, Julie. I think I'm going to sew the signatures in. That's my next project, is to put together the signatures. I haven't decided if I'm going to sew them in with just a minute, and I'll show you. Wax linen, or I was trying to clean, ha ha ha, and I ran across some ribbon that I think might be pretty too. So I have this ribbon I'm thinking about using, but I'm not sure I like the idea of sewing the signatures in with the ribbon, because it will, if I punched holes in it, it would punch too big a hole. So I could put them in like a traveler's notebook and just tie it around there. But I haven't decided that's what I really want to do. I'm thinking I just want to put the signatures in like I would normally with I found this ribbon in my stash, and it's just 1/8-inch ribbon, and this maroon is pretty with it. So I may use some of this ribbon for other things, like, tag toppers and whatnot, but I don't think I want to sew the signatures in. But we have the cover made. The cover is made. Okay, so I have this short pocket, and then I have this long pocket because I forgot to put the glue in. But that's kind of nice because it lets me put quite a long tag in there. And then I have this big pocket right here. So now I just have to make signatures. And this is going to be our closure. Once we get this all done, I'm going to use this watch band as my closure. And we will probably have to come up with some more little decorations for the cover. Just because I think it's going to say that it needs more decorations on the cover, but that's the plan. I really like it. I like it. I like it. So next is to find some signature paper. Don't think I want to use that though. Oh, Sylvia, overseas shipping has gotten absolutely outrageous for me. I don't I don't know to France, but I know that um, shipping to Canada doesn't matter where in Canada, the slightest package, if it's a package and it only weighs 4 ounces, it costs me over $11. Um, and it's just ridiculous. Uh, I used to ship beads all over the world, but I can't afford. My customers pay shipping, obviously, and most customers just can't afford to buy and the cost of shipping. It's just gotten really bad. Okay, so I have some coffee dyed papers and some avocado dyed papers because I thought I would like the mix of the two colors because of the pink in this. So I don't know why do I need these papers? Oh dear, excuse me. I apologize for that. That was very rude. Okay. Looks like that paper needs to be about 11 inches. Is that right? If that's the case. Oh, no, that's an 8.5 direction. Okay. Whatever that is, that's what I really want to measure. It's 5 3/4. Julie, I don't know their dollar is different than ours. It's just like the European dollar is different than ours. Your dollar is different than ours. Shipping to Australia it's ridiculous. It's astronomical. It just is really astronomical. I agree. Okay, 12 inches is too long. Mm. And I honestly think by the time I pull that up and get that there, 11.5 inches. They kind of need to be 11.25 inches. Okay. 11.25. What a terrible amount. And what is this tall? By 5.25. Oh, it's coffee dyed, Julie. It's just coffee dyed copy paper. I have a plastic tablecloth that I used to make that. Just got back. Had to get lunch ready. Aha! Thank you, guys. So thank you, Lisa. I'm testing the size, which is 11.25 by 5.25. If this is right. This is an old timey crochet pattern called a pineapple. Well, heck. I probably want 11.5. Doggone it. I should have cut a scrap before I cut that piece. Let's cut one of these. Oh, okay, Janet. That's great. Yes, I use stencils to coffee dye paper. It works really well. The biggest thing is anything with holes will work. That I want to try a piece of plastic canvas because I think it'll leave little dots all over everywhere. Okay, we're going to go for 11.5 by 5.25. That's what we're going to try. Thank you, though, Janice. 5.25. 11.5 by 5.25. And I'm not worrying about the center being the center of this anymore. Oh, and of course, it's not the same size. Oh, well. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's better. It was just a little short the last time. By the time I get the whole signatures in there, that will be. They're glued. Tanya's going to let me be her assistant next time I do coffee dyeing and eco dyeing. Yes, Miss Helen. Were your ears ringing? I told them what you said about my getting my pin in my bottle. Excuse me, guys. Hold on a second. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. That tickle is really getting me. And I think the tea fairy just got up with his sore foot and all to come and help me. Ooh, you're walking like a normal person.
Kinda.
Yeah, kinda.
It's still swelling up a little bit.
Well, yeah, it's quite swollen. Thank you. Thank you, hon. Okay, so now I can figure out it's 11 and a half this way by 5 1/4 this way, so I won't mess up so bad. So I need a scraps because I'm gonna be making all these scraps. Hi, Helen. We're not gonna do it until my trip though because it's too hot right now. The mini compositions from Dollar Tree are sewn. Hmm. He has a bone spur, Julie, and it's acting up. Okay, so the first thing I think we'll do is the 11 and a half way. Thank you very much, hon. I appreciate it greatly. Well, that you guys do realize that gives me an excuse to go to Dollar Tree, right? Poor Janice sent me one, and then I have an excuse. Now I have an excuse to go to the store. Oh gosh, I'm so bad. Okay, and we're going to have 2 signatures. So, but we don't want a ton of pages. So I think I will do 2 of each of these for now. You're not into the paper doll stuff, but you're going to make them anyways because somebody wanted them. There are 3 to a pack. I've okay. Because I think I think the mini glue book is going to be one of my kind of next every time I sit down projects. Like on Sundays I might do a page in it as well as in our little journal. It was so much fun doing that zine the other day. Okay, so now we need these to be 5 1/4. Is that what I decided? 5 1/4. Five and a quarter. So is I'm pulling Christmas stuff out soon to get started. Well, Helen told me the other day that she was collecting stuff for a big Christmas journal. So when I was redoing some stuff in here, I found her some Christmas napkins, which she actually brought over last night. Or no, she picked up last night because she brought me some pieces of lace that she found placemat when she couple of placemats when we went to the thrift store the other day, and she shared with me, and then she brought me a piece of her tablecloth. So we're taking part of my studio and putting it in her studio, and we're taking part of her studio and putting it in my studio. It's to confuse our husbands so they think we're cleaning up. If they see us taking stuff out, they'll think that we're getting rid of stuff. Isn't that right? Mm-hmm. I think that'll work. I don't believe Jeff will believe that, but yeah. I also got one of those big pieces of cardboard from Sam's, like Lisa has on her desk, and I really want to get this desk cleaned off enough so I can put it on there. Because I think it would be so much smoother than what I've got on here right now. This paper that I've got down has decided to buckle up, and it's been on here for a year and a half. So okay, I need one more of those. Okay, Janice. No, I don't think it'll work. I absolutely do not think that they'll think that we're emptying out. I did find the dining room table last week. You can't find it now, but I did find it last week. That's an ongoing problem for me, is to find the dining room table. I'm going to cheat and cut all three of these at the same time. 5 1/4. We'll have to do something fun with those. Here's the thing. I also want to put some of this in. Is this going to be big enough this way? Oh, good, it is. So I can just cut 5 1/4 inch pieces and then cut it down. Okay, that's what we'll do. I really like it. Oh, you know what? We're going to tear this. We haven't used our dining room table since I don't know when. We need new chairs for it. Well, mine gets used for stuff, but it doesn't get used to eat off of very often. I have to go get my other ruler. Is it down here? No, it is not down there. I'll be right back. Oh, there's got to be something. Here, this is pretty. You can look at this for a minute. You might make the camera go all googly-eyed, but... Okay, if I use this ruler, then I can just tear this stuff. I think. Okay. Oh, it's not going to work very well. I'd have to pull this whole thing. I think we'll just cut it. After going after the ruler, I think we'll just cut it. Hi, Brittany. Yes, I really like brown paper. This happens to be paper that you use, painters use it for, what do I want to say? Painters use this paper for masking the edges of things. Now, Lisa has some really pretty green, and it's pretty heavy. This is really pretty thin. This is almost thinner than, what do I want to say? It's thinner than, masking paper. That's what it is, Janice. And this particular one is thinner than copy paper. Lisa's is heavier, and I do have a roll of big, heavy, somewhere. I have a roll that I got at Home Depot, I think, that is for, I have to turn this around and cut it a little bit differently to make sure it's cut square. That masking, that other bigger roll is for protecting floors. Yes, this is a lot like deli paper. It really is. It looks and sounds like baking paper. It does. It's very thin. And like I said, the big roll I have is for protecting floors, so it's heavy. It's much heavier. But this brown masking paper comes in different widths. Like I said, the roll Lisa's got's green. It's really pretty. She has sent me pieces of it a couple of times, and it's really nice to use for things. Think they mask windows with the thinner stuff? Could be, Janice. Hi, Shelly. Welcome, welcome. But this is very much like deli paper. And we're going to just try to cut a few sheets of it. Come on. I should have just cut a big chunk off the roll and started from there, but you know, I didn't want to waste it. Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. You made some glue books with this paper? It would be good, you know, because it may be thin, but it's pretty strong. I'm trying it this way because I thought maybe it would be easier to I think it will be easier to get it to lay out here. Um, it's funny, you know, dictionary paper is real thin, but it is pretty strong. It it's funny what papers and how they're made and that kind of thing. The fibers they're made out of. To make them different strengths, things like that. Okay, come on now, little guy, go out there. Patricia, hi Patricia. Yeah, if you turn the paper over, it made it easier to cut it. It did. When it was rolling out from underneath the bottom, it didn't want to roll out at all. By having it roll over the top, it seems to be cutting. It seems to be much easier to get laid out. Come on now. Okay. I could make book after book after book out of this roll of paper and not even come close to using it up. It's also good though to put down when you're trying to keep something clean. It's kind of, it works pretty good for that too. Okay, I think this is about a ½ inch too long. Let's see if I can get them straightened up enough to cut them all at one time. We're going to try it. We may be sorry. I may be sorry. There's no we in it. The paper and I may be sorry we tried to do it that way, but. Oh, Brittany, I'm sorry. I just now saw your question. I'm working on the paper bag journal. Did you see me the paper bag journal I started on Thursday? Give me just a second and I'll show you after I get this cut. I'm going to mix them in with some other papers in a paper bag journal. This is my paper bag journal so far. And it opens like that, and there's a pocket right here and a pocket right here. Excuse me, what? Jeff? Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. The television actually said something, so I thought it was Jeff, but and then it has a pocket right here, and I'm going to put 2 small signatures in here. That's the plan, anyways. So. Okay. And well, that's interesting. That one is very crooked. That one's crooked. Crooked. Way crooked. Well, we'll start over with that one. Put it in the scrap pile. Thank you, Barbara. The bag is so cute. Thank you, Patricia. Yes, it was a wine paper bag and brown backing papers. The scrapbook papers have a crafty brown coloring to them. And they just yelled, okay, make a paper bag journal with me. Make a paper bag journal with me. So I did. Or I am. I not really did, but I am. Yay! Lisa's going to make hers with the stuff that she got from Dana tomorrow night. Which, now that she said that, guys, Lisa's going to come stream with me on Tuesday at 2, like we used to stream. And on Thursday, I will be on her channel at 2 Central Time. So we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programs. Yeah, I know. That was weird. But so Lisa will be on tomorrow night at 6, Lisa? You going to do 6? And Lisa's not going to use a paper bag. She's going to use a cover of a book. And she'll be on at 6 p.m. Central Time, which is her normal time now. Okay. Isn't it good news, Mindy? It really is. Okay, let's see. I think I want to put that one in that way. And I think this one goes in this way. So I don't know how many pages yet I actually want in the signatures. I'm thinking I might put some cardstock in the signatures to make better pockets, is the thought. So did that wrong. I can definitely have a couple more pages. So because I cut that one so crooked, I'm going to have to get another page out Oh, that's so good, Lisa. I'm so glad to hear that. That is, I am really, really glad to hear that. Really, really glad to hear that. Okay, let's. Okay, maybe we can get this a little further done. If I don't finish this, guys, I'm going to finish it. I'm going to work on it Tuesday. So. I really do like the fact that this paper is so thin, though, because that means you can use several sheets. It's not like using a paper bag. If you use a paper bag, a big paper bag, then you end up with paper that's kind of heavier, and therefore you can't have as many pages. At the same time, good grief, that cut's crooked. Oh well, we're just going to leave it crooked. That's the way it's going to be. See how crooked that is? It's hiding in the orange juice. Oh no, Mindy. Okay, let's see here. I think we will put one of these on the outside, like so. Yep, yep. And on the outside, like so. That's all right. Okay. So now we have 7 pages in each. And that's fine, but I'm thinking about putting, like I said, some of the cardstock. Where's all the cardstock? Thinking about putting some cardstock in, like, pages so that I have some stiffer things in there to make into. Yeah, it's so thin, so it's rolling up and doing. Lisa said it looked like she cut it. Well, I think what's happening is it's kind of curling as I go to cut it. If I had cut it all off, if I had cut a chunk off and then cut it, it probably would have been a whole lot wiser. But that's all right. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's good. I'm happy. Okay, let's see here. Let's see what other bigger pieces of the cardstock I actually have. I have this one. And this one. This one goes the other way. I have this one. This is the coolest piece of stuff. This is like burlap with texture paste on it. So it's really cool, and it's going to make a really cool tag of some sort. I haven't figured out what yet. But, I mean, look at that. Isn't that a coolest tag? Okay, and we have that one. Okay, those little tags and that one. I had honestly thought about cutting this like this and putting it in the signature to make more little pockets like that. I'm still thinking about it, but I don't think so. Julie, I have no idea what brand this is. They were papers Dana sent me. Dana Yates sent them. Um, she thought they were from a paper pad from Hobby Lobby, and that's all I can really tell you about it because I really don't know. Um, and then I have all of these little pieces too. Yes, journals like that are fun to do, I think, Julie. They're fun to put little pockets in. What I'm thinking about right now though is to, if I folded this in half, I don't know. It's one of those things that my brain is too tired to think about right now. So, which is fine because it's about time for me to go. Um, I'm gonna have to think about this, guys, honestly, because I don't know what I want to do. I I'm thinking that I want a couple of heavier pieces in the signature so that I can put in um, some pockets. But I might put like an envelope in, or that other choice was to put the paper bag in. What I could do is put the paper bag in like a pocket. I could sew the paper bag in like a pocket in the signature. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. We got all of this lovely cardstock that we can cover this paper bag. So I think that's my thought. Okay. I'm going to cut that off right now. If I decide I want one of those little notches, I can always put it in there. Oh, bye, Linda. I'm so glad you could come. How's it? Is it raining still? Could I attach the paper to a longer one and make it the pocket that way? And yes, I thought about that, Lisa. Um, because I thought about like half and half. Well, Brenda, I'm so glad you were here. I'm gonna cut this one just to take a look at it and see what I think. I'm gonna trim off this little thumb spot just because I don't know that I want it. And if I do want it, I also want it on the cardstock that's going to be in here. It's still raining. Okay. Well, just be careful, okay? Just be careful. All right. And then I think I'm just going to cut this off right here. It's not like I don't have another paper bag if this one doesn't do what I want it to do. Okay. Okay, so then let's say I put it about right here. And then it will be a pocket like that opens and can have stuff in it. But what I will do is put some of these pretty pieces of cardstock on the outside of that. That's what I think I'm going to do. That I kind of like that. It's shorter, so the tags and things that I put in there will just stick out this way, and they won't stick out too far past the journal. Okay. Well, I'll cut another one of those on Tuesday because I'm wearing out. So I'm going to do the work on that on Tuesday, and I'm gonna decorate this up a little bit. That's gonna work just fine. That'll mail. That's plenty heavy enough to mail. Can you decorate the bag? That's what I'm gonna do, Lisa. I'm gonna decorate the bag with these I've got plenty of these pieces of paper. Oh, great, Brittany. Is that what you're talking about, Lisa, or with these papers? Let me see. I think which ones were you thinking, Lisa? Yeah, I was thinking the scrapbook papers. That's kind of that. I've got plenty of bigger pieces. See here, and they're plenty big enough to decorate that. I think though I am going to put them on the same way I put these papers on, so that they're not actually in the stitched part of the signature. Simply because the weight of it will make a nice pocket, but it won't add so much bulk in here. But yeah, I've got plenty of these scrapbook papers. And because I made this one small, this is smaller than the page. This one will work too. And isn't that cute? Oh, but this is cuter. Okay. Well, this is going to be hard. I may have to cut this piece kind of oddly. Yeah. So that's that, and we'll doodle on this a little bit Tuesday. That's what I think I'll do. This came out pretty good, and I really like. I think that not having to cut this cardstock up, this will work great. So, yay! Win-win. Okay, guys, it's 4 o'clock. I'm gonna go because I'm tired for some reason. Don't know why, but I am. Oh, and I had bling out. Oh, I had some of this out too. Oh. I might have to decorate at least one of them like that. I'll have to see. We'll see. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. I will see you Tuesday. I probably have this stuff right here on this table when you come back on Tuesday. Anyways, I love y'all, and I'm really glad y'all were here. I hope y'all are having a good time. Remember, Mary usually comes on Sunday evenings, so don't forget to check back for her. Lisa will be here Monday night at 6 o'clock, Tuesday afternoon at 2. We'll be on Lisa's channel Thursday afternoon at 2. And thank you, everybody. Thank you for, I'm so glad you were here. Bye bye. Oh, wait. I forgot. Um, please keep everybody up there in the Northeast dealing with Henri, that nasty storm, in your prayers. And Mina asked for prayers for a young man with COVID. So please keep those folks in your prayers along with everybody else. Have a good afternoon. See you tomorrow night at Lisa's. Bye.